guys can hear me. I had a, a disaster right through that intro. My camera went out, and yeah. So hopefully, you guys can hear me. Um, if not, let me know. But yeah, almost a complete and utter crash before we even began. Good morning, good morning. Fanboy Prime is in the chat. Wait, that's me. And so just giving everybody a good morning. Neil collects morning to the Primes. Good morning, good morning. Lady Prime is, I believe, putting on her face or whatever. We kind of slept in. What? Oh, never mind. Lady Prime is in the chat. So uh, slept in way too late this morning. Well, I guess not way too late. I'm off tonight. Normally I'm up about 5:30 in the morning or 6 o'clock. Today, 7:05. Woke up thinking I was late for the show and asked Lady Prime what time it was. She had no clue. Then I asked her, what time do I normally go live? And so I looked at the clock, 7:05. I was like, man, I got 50 minutes, 50 minutes to get ready. And you would think that would be enough time for a person who has done this consistently for about 3 months now. But no such luck. So, oh man, let me. So what's up, guys? Everybody having a good day? Got to say, absolutely terrible week for Fanboy Prime. Absolutely terrible week. I'm adjusting to Lady Prime's new work schedule. That's been brutal. We had our busiest work week of the year. I don't know if it's as busy as the holidays or busier than the holidays or less busy, somewhere around there. The Black Friday stuff. Terrible. And so because of that, I have picked up a new family member, and you may be able to see it. If not, you'll definitely see it in my video I'm going to release soon. Cole's Comics Claims, the cover challenge, the team's cover challenge. So 1 second, I just want to make sure. Oh man. Yeah, so got that video coming up this week. Oh man. All right, so let me back out of this. Okay, back fully on board. How does Lady Prime like her job? I don't know. I'll let her answer that. So we'll see. She's got a lot of learning. She's got a lot of tests to do this week. A lot of studying, so that she can become. She's got to get her insurance license. She's got to get licensed, so she can be, a bigger asset to the place she's working. And so I'm sure that's a little stressful for her, or the worry, am I going to pass? I'm going to pass. She's got to not put all that stress on her. But yeah, we will see how that goes. So terrible work week, new family member in this cold sore, did not sleep much, and that's the reason. Just night after, or day after day after day, because I'm sleeping during the day. Did not get much sleep. Last night was off. We ordered the Ring of Honor pay-per-view, another wrestling pay-per-view, smaller company, because this is WrestleMania weekend. The huge, this is the Super Bowl of wrestling, if you will. And so this weekend's a big deal, for wrestling fans, wrestling community. I wish I was in Cali, because I do like the idea of WrestleMania weekend, being there, being able to see all the other indie shows. Ordered the Ring of Honor pay-per-view, and I saw maybe 5 minutes of it, maybe 15 minutes of it. I started doing some other things because, end of the month, I want to go do this, or I need to go do this. And I tried to film a video for Cole's or Bitter Than Cole's cover challenge, the team one. Filmed it, went to lay down to edit it, and that was my mistake, because I know I got to the point where I really needed editing, because I had to chop something out, and I don't know. I fell asleep sideways on the bed, and when I woke up this morning, I was laying correctly. So I don't know how that happened. Just a terrible week. Like I said, terrible week. I could not sleep at all. Very, very stressful at work. We got to the point where we needed to get to have a successful inventory. We had a fantastic one. We had good numbers. We hit our marks. We came in under what we needed to get to, and then from there, just utter chaos. And so we are backed up beyond belief. And I'm thankful that I have a 3-day weekend because I'm tired of all the stress being put on my shoulders. So add the stress, add to the not sleeping, and that's the kind of week I've had. Ollie James had a fantastic baseball week this week. Got a hit in practice, so he was excited about that because he had gone on a little slump. Got a hit in the game that he played on Thursday night. He actually threw somebody out at third. So just given the age group he is and the ability to realize how hard you have to throw a ball to reach someone, how hard you have to throw the ball so that you throw it to where they can catch, because it's also another little kid. Amazing play by those two to get the runner out at third. He did take a shot to the knee. He was fielding a grounder. He said he thought he had where it was going to go. The ball hit somewhere on the ground, jumped up and hit him in the knee. And so he dealt with a little bit of pain there. But we're trying to teach him that not every incident of when you get hurt is, I don't want to say worthy of, crying over, because, hey, man, if it hurts, it hurts. But he's got to learn some kind of pain management within himself that, okay, it hurts, but does it hurt? If that makes sense. And so Lady Prime completely put him on ignore. She blocked him off. She sits there in the dugout with the kids. She would not address it because she was worried that if she talked to him, that it would trigger a whole bunch of emotions, a whole bunch of crying, a whole bunch of pain. And so, that's that's where we are in the parenting circle. Oh man, I did a terrible job of promoting this show. I forgot. I barely set the notifications this morning. Like I said, it was a horrible week. I've even signed up to a fantasy baseball league, and I've got to go catch up on that. Just brutal all around. Brutal all around. I do want to pull this up. Let me see if I can find it. And we'll share this with the chat, if it will let it come up. It may not let it come up. Why not? Bear with me. And I know last week David and I believe, or maybe it was last Saturday, David and Brian LCS were really hitting upon Atomic Empire, I believe is what it is. I will have to look them up. I didn't this week. Like I said, it was a crazy week, so I just went with what I knew. I have them bookmarked on my channel. On my phone. I went too far. Why am I not finding what I want to look for? There it is. Okay, I'm going to share the screen. I should have had all this prepped, but let's see. All right. Yes. So this on my pre-order for DCBS, I saw that this was coming out, and I was trying to go through only ordering cover A's, just try to limit myself. Just the variants after variant after variant. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but I'm really looking forward to this variant. I will get this. This is just a callback to the Reign of the Supermen. Some updated versions of them, I guess. As far as it looks. That is a beautiful cover. I will definitely add this to my pre-order list. Yeah. This, I believe, is cover A, which even that is a beautiful cover. This is for Action Comics 1055. Expected to ship May 23rd. So I'm doing my May pre-orders, I guess. And I really, really, really love that cover too. So I will get those two. I'm trying to not buy multiples of the same book. There's no need for me to have both covers. You know, I'm a reader, but when they when the variant looks like that and then your cover A looks like that, I will get both and I will display one. Just your average geeks. What's up? What is up? Good morning, Fanboy Prime. Morning chat. One away from 300 subs. Awesome. Yeah, it really is. It really is. I do love that cover. I love the Reign of the Superman cover, the four one. I'm not sure if you saw that. Let me go back real quick. I'm a fan of both of these covers, so kudos to DC for that, for putting those together. Let me take that down. I really, really, man, that cover right there is like my childhood, and I say childhood, but more of my early teens, right there. That's everything. It's hit me everywhere. It's hit me in all the fields. So I definitely want to add that to the collection. And as for this, one away from 300 subs, dude, I feel like it's been like that for a week. I hit a bunch of shorts recently, and man, I have one finally go over 1,000 views again. I got it up to about 295. I was stuck for the longest time at 258. Then I would get to 262, stuck in that range, back and forth, back and forth. And then this week, man, it was like the march to 300 was right on. Got to 298, went up to 299, dropped back down to 298, and went back up to 299. So I don't know what it's going to take to get past that 300 threshold. I know Trev, the shipping guru, posted me on the community tab, shouting out that I was one away or two away, whatever, two away, because when he did that, I got one sub. And so I don't know, man. The sub game is just weird. I tell myself not to worry about it. Honestly, it doesn't matter because I feel like I have just this core audience. That's going to be the ones that show up anyways to the videos. But you know, it does feel good when you hit those thresholds. You know, those big numbers. So YouTube is crazy. How the numbers just go up and down so much. It's so strange. It is, and that's why I've tried not to get so invested in it. I can remember just getting to, I think over 100 subs was was a challenge. Then when I got to 200, it jumped past 200 a few times, but then back down. I want to say that time was like 203 to 197. I kept fluctuating. I think I hit 200 officially 4 times. The first 3 did not stick, and then the last one, I didn't want to announce it. I never did because I saw that it wouldn't stick. And when it held for about a week, it's when when it held for about 2 days, is whenever I finally like put it on Instagram, let everybody know. I kind of announced it, on YouTube. This time, I feel like I want to wait till it holds a week, just because it's just like right there, and yeah, I don't know. So it is what it is. I do some teaching, church-wise, I guess I want to say. Sunday school, there we go. So the term I was looking for. Do some teaching. So I have teens class, and I try to impress upon them the idea of you cannot worry about the things that you cannot control. Now, of course, you worry about it and how you react to it. But what I mean is, don't lose yourself over the things you can't control. Don't let it drive you to the point that you're crazy over the things you can't control. And the things that you cannot control are time. Time will always win. You are going to get older. You are going to, you're going to have to grow up, because life will progress, and you cannot change that. You cannot change the choices of others. Yes, you can try to influence them. You can try to teach them. You can try to be their friend, but you cannot control the choices of others. So there's no reason to lose yourself over the choices of others. I told them about disease. Sometimes you can eat the healthiest. You can be the healthiest person in the world, but you may still get sick, and you still may get cancer. You still may get so-and-so. You still may find yourself with whatever ailment, and try to impress upon themselves. Do not lose yourself over the things that you cannot control. So I can't control those subscription counts, whether it goes up and down. It's like no sense in losing myself over it. Just focus on the things that I have. Focus on those things that I can control. Oh man, comics collecting with Durs is in the chat, and I went on my Durs soapbox. I try to be inspirational, try to be motivational. So good morning, Durs. Fantastic to see you. Trev, the shipping guru, awesome. We all have sticking points on subs. I'm stuck right now. I'm up and down on 5 numbers. Yeah, and that's what it is. And I don't know what I thought I would have hit 300 about Monday night, and but then also I'm not doing anything myself to promote that. I'm not saying, hey, look, 300 subscriber giveaway. I told myself I was going to this go round. My goal was to just hit 200, and then you can start doing giveaways. Then you can start promoting. And when I first hit 200, man, I started going on this growth spurt, and I was like, well, let's write it out. Let me get to 250 and see what happens. And so I got to 250, and I started my preparation outside of it. Like, what book do I want to offer? What do I want to do here? And then it started climbing again. I said, well, okay, I'm going to let myself get to 300 just to see if I can do it organically, whatever that means. Put a bunch of shorts out, you'll eventually climb. So if I get to 300, then I will begin the process. Like, okay, what do I want to offer as a giveaway? What do I have that is a sufficient prize for a subscriber count giveaway? I mean, to me, anything that someone offers for free is good enough because they're offering something that they put up. But for the general public, like, what's something I could put in that, oh man, I want to get this guy's sub counts up so that I can win that. I don't know that I own anything like that in my collection that's comic wise. Toy wise, yeah, I could do that all day. So we'll see. Trev is in the house. I appreciate that, Trev. Appreciate your posting on the community tab, shouting out how close I was to 300. We'll get there at some point. That's what I was trying to impress upon everybody. It's like, I can't control it. We'll see when it happens. It will happen. I have no doubt about that, unless it doesn't. And I'm still going to do my lives for you guys just because it's fun to hang out with you guys. And I'm still going to do my videos. Trev, I have to give you another shout out. You did the Bearded and Coles cover challenge. The teams one, saw that video, and it kind of like motivated me to do that video. So I filmed it last night, and while editing it, I fell asleep. I was telling everybody earlier, it was a terrible work week, just stress. The job is like, it's getting overwhelming right now, and it's going to be hard to catch up. I'm glad I have a 3-day weekend. I'll let somebody else deal with it. And then home, it just terrible week as far as time management and getting myself to sleep. I have to readjust my schedule with Lady Prime working a different job now. I'm going to be the one that does homework with Ollie. But I've got to try to make myself go to sleep as early as possible. And it's not happening. I'm laying there. I'm exhausted, but I'm just not falling asleep. Added a new family member with this huge cold sore that you will see in that Bearded and Coles video. So it is what it is. Yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about controlling what you can't control, and then you'll get it when you get it. Just be there for your friends. I don't want to say fans, but be there for the people who are consistently showing up for what you're offering, man. Hey, Sinbad Comics, man. Yeah, trying to cut a promo, but yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens as far as where this channel goes. I have big plans for the channel, but I know part of those big plans are, what am I going to do? Am I going to actually do these videos that I have in my head? Am I going to put the work to do that? I don't know. Collecting with Durs, when I do a giveaway, I'm already at the next one. So I have been combining them. Last one was my 560. Yeah, I know. Like, I'm a little jealous of your growth. It's fantastic. Like, don't worry. It's a righteous jealousy. Like, I'm so happy for you. But at the same time, I am disappointed in myself. Shorts are good if one actually gets some heat, but some can go under the radar. Yeah, I went through a run where, like, I had like 20 views, 30 views. I think one had 8 views. Then I posted a Wolverine card, and I finally got over the 1,000 view mark on the short. So pretty good. Nice. Can't wait to see your teams. Yeah, and so I try to – I don't want to say I went with obscure teams, but I try to do teams that I didn't see other people post videos of. In fact, I just found another book that I was looking for last night, so I may redo the list because I wanted to include this team, but I didn't have an appropriate cover for it. I wasn't trying to go for like cool cover art for the team. I was trying to go for a cool cover that represented the team. And so I had a book of this team, but it was a fighting cover. There was a lot of guest appearances on this cover, so I didn't feel it represented the team enough. So we'll see how it goes. I get like 10 subs a day from shorts. As long as one of them watches my lives or regular content, then that's definitely a win. Right, right. Because the subs, they may never, I mean, the shorts, they may never ever see your regular video content. That's kind of how I feel. The subs that I get from, hey, they joined my live chat. They may have seen a video and they told me they sub. Like those, not those are the ones that like, okay, yes, like that's when I feel my channel is growing. When I have the shorts that get a bunch of subs, like, okay, that's an ego boost for sure. Like, okay, finally we see some growth. But I hear you, Durs. Going to be doing another Challenge Monday video tagged by Durs. I'll be tagging you in that one, Fanboy Prep. Okay, awesome. I will be on the lookout. Appreciate that, Trev. Neil collects. Let me hit the chat, catch up. I'm not big on giveaways. I want people to sub me for not sub for me, not giveaways. Yeah, I get it. I get it. But if I do want that growth, I think that is something I'm going to have to do. Sinbad Comics, if we get Fanboy over 300, I'll supply a farmhand number 1 9.8 for his giveaway. Wow, man alive. Appreciate that. Man, now the pressure's on. Philtastic Comics and Arts in the chat. Philtastic was talking about how he now lives close to Gotham because they were filming, was it Joker, I believe, that Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga were within a filming distance of Philtastic. And someone put in the comments that, will we see you in the the Joker sequel? And I responded to that comment by saying, no, he's waiting for Catwoman 2. So, morning, first Saturday in a while, I didn't have to go grocery shopping, so I wanted to pop in. I appreciate it, Phil. Yeah, you're always going to do some grocery shopping. Oh, man, in my head, I know where you go, but now it dropped it. Collective with Durs, I do my giveaways in my live, Neil. That way it goes to the real ones. That's true. That's another thing, too. So when Brian did his 900 subscriber giveaway, you know, we had a special video on a Thursday night, I think it was, and we had a lot of people show up, and I know he was excited for that. But then when he did his 1,000 subscriber giveaway, he did it during his regular breakfast with Brian, and the reason for that is because he wanted those who normally support him to be there for that live. And so, you know, both ways, you know. Oh man, the immortal Biggie Shack was in the chat, or is in the chat, man. Fantastic. Some different names here, Immortal and Sinbad Comics. Appreciate you guys showing up. A little, like the energy, I feel like this live stream is down, and that's not because of the chat. That's because of me. Just a really rough week, work-wise, home-wise, and I woke up late this morning, so I didn't have time to actually get up.
Morning.
Fanboy Prime, every sub I get is a sub for all of us. We family in this together. Hey, man, it's fantastic thinking, man. I appreciate that. Neil asked earlier how you like the new job.
The only thing I just worried about is learning the new system, that like the computer system and how they process and do stuff. But other than that, oh, and the studying. Oh, I hate studying, and I hate testing because I'm an overthinker.
Ollie gets that from you.
Yeah. So those are the only things I worried about. I could do the job.
So I was telling everybody how I ordered the Ring of Honor pay-per-view last night, and I fell asleep. So you watched it. How was it?
I fell asleep on the. I told you this, that I didn't get to watch the ladder match. I fell asleep.
Was that the last match?
No, okay. The last match was Claudio and Eddie Kingston.
So you watched that one?
I did see that one.
Okay. So we're gonna probably watch that before we lead into WrestleMania day 1. We'll see if I can make it. Usually I go to sleep early, but yeah, WrestleMania weekend, requested an extra day for work off. So I can have a 3-day weekend. Lady Prime, huge wrestling fan. Me, not so much. I'm more into the older stuff, but it's WrestleMania, so we'll watch it and we'll see. Hopefully they deliver a pretty good show. I thought last year was okay. Should have probably gone, given that it was in Dallas. It was within, you know, a manageable driving distance, but financially would not have been a good decision. So Neil collects. I don't do a lot of giveaways, and I was looking at my shorts just over a year ago. I did a short celebrating getting 100 subs. Now I'm at 981. So that proves that you can grow without giveaways. That's true. It's true. But I know you did do a 300 or 400 subscriber giveaway, because I believe David price tagged me. No, Brian LCS price tagged me. So yeah. Manny, the Hobgoblin Collector in the chat. Manny has definitely been influencing my shorts this week. I did the Green Goblin Marvel Universe Series 2 card, and I did the Spider-Man versus Green Goblin, Hobgoblin, I'm sorry, card, Spider-Man versus Hobgoblin, and then I did some Hobgoblin Marvel Legend figures that I have, so fantastic. I'm getting into giveaways to help clear out some stuff in my collection. Figured I'd rather give it to someone who may appreciate it. Yes, and so Mike, Evil's Comics, is the one that kind of suggested that. This was like 2 months ago. And so, yeah, I've got a whole bunch of extra books, whole bunch of extra stuff. Some stuff that I bought extra because, hey, I'm going to sell it one day, and I just haven't. And then 2, because I was gifted a bunch of stuff from Nightwing 207. And he kind of even suggested you can use those for giveaways. So speaking of giveaways, we will do one this morning. I've got I said we'd do 2. I lost my other stack of books in prepping for it. So if you guys saw my recent video, I think it was a haul video, I used these 3 books as the background. I'm sorry. Oops, I don't even have them facing the right way. It was the Secret Wars Age of Apocalypse 1, 2, and 3. It's a connecting cover. No wonder that won't pop up. It's a connecting cover. Believe there's 5 parts to this to connect it all together. And so I have 1 through 3. You'll have to get the other 2 yourself. And we'll offer another Power Man and Iron Fist. Wow, Power Man. I can't talk. We'll offer another Power Man and Iron Fist in that. And because I cannot just give away you guys all Marvel, we will throw in Trinity number 11. There's a black and white cover. I just wish, I'm sorry, Superman would look a little bit better. But yeah, so we'll do that giveaway. Give me about another minute or 2 before I do that. Let me catch up on the chat, and then we'll probably go ahead and just do that now because you guys are here. So yeah, everybody telling Manny good morning. Fantastic. Manny is awesome, guys. Go check out his shorts. Very informative shorts. Really, really enjoy his content, Manny. You do some great stuff. A face only a mother and Manny can love. Yes, that's right. That's right. We were talking about that in one of the short videos. I'm running out of stuff, so starting to go with second favorite Venom. Hey man, that's fine. And at some point you will go back to, oh, I remember I should add this, and you can always jump back to it. So yeah, dude, I'm learning anyways. Like I said, most of my Marvel knowledge comes from the 90s cards you could get in 90, 91, 92, 93, the Marvel Universe Series 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where I learned most of my stuff about Marvel, and from Wizard Magazine. So I'm just not a Marvel guy. It's just, and movies. And so, and Wikipedia, I guess you could say, or the wiki sites that are based on Marvel. I don't know much about it. So anytime you post something, it's informative for me. And yes, and I noticed that you posted, I think it was Trinity number 1 in your team's video, Trev. So yeah. You know what? I forgot to do something, so it's gonna take a while to set this up because I had it ready last week and I didn't do it this week. I apologize, guys. Let me get this. There it is. Is this it right here? Get this. There we go. All right. Hit that. Go here. Give me a second. I'm like very, very unprofessional here. There it is right there. All right, guys. Did it. There you go. Just hashtag 300 if you want to win those 5 books. Because I'm like so close to it. Maybe this will put some magic in the air. So there's 8 of you guys in the chat. Anyone playing PS5 today? Neil, it is WrestleMania weekend. I think I told you already that we may not be able to do it. I know Ollie will maybe want to. So maybe I'll set up the PS5 in his room. We will see if that is what he wants to do. I don't know how to work, how the game stream will work with his with the TV going on. Okay, all right, there we go.
You type.
Neil Collects don't care about WrestleMania. Series
Okay.
X Neil currently playing WWE 2K23. Oh man, awesome. How is it, Durs? All right, guys. So let me go back to my giveaway tool. I've got 3 entries. 3 entries. I've got 7 entries, 7 in the chat. So I'm gonna say you guys are ready. So we'll see who it goes to. I subbed you with my teaching channel. You're at 300. All right. Well then, hey, this is the 300 subscriber giveaway unofficially. All right, man. The immortal Biggie Shack. So Biggie Shack, you can cut a promo on me whenever you receive these. If you're on Instagram, hit me up. Hit me up with just a direct message. I am Fanboy Prime on Instagram. I feel like that's the easiest way to direct message. I wish YouTube had a direct message thing, just so you could feel like you trust everybody more. But yeah, hit me up on Instagram, and I will give me your address, and I'll send you those books. And so awesome. I appreciate you jumping into the chat today. You jumping onto the stream. Anytime I see a new name that I don't normally see in my chats, it's like, yeah, that little ego boost, little trip, little one of those moments where you feel like, hey man, it's like actually kind of growing. And like I said, I did a bad job this morning this week. I didn't promote the show at all. I didn't put the thing, where notifications where it's going to be out. So I just barely put it in an hour. Well, no, I think I did it at 7:29. So it is what it is, man. Like this week, I'm ready for it to be over. Sunday's tomorrow, so we start the new week. I'm ready for that to go. But yes, congratulations, Morty Biggie Shack. Fantastic. Oh, is that a celebrating face, Durs? I thought it was a yawning face. And Mastodon Comics and Music, fantastic. Good morning to you, man. I appreciate you being here. Just did giveaway number 1. If I could find the rest of my books, I'll do giveaway number 2. I don't remember where I put them. They may actually be underneath those clothes. I don't know.
Let me check.
Yeah. If not, I didn't bring them from next door. So, good morning, all. We got some new people joining in. No, not there. Underneath the pants.
Move your hand. I mean, foot.
I don't think they're there though.
So crispy.
I don't ever promote shows. I'm terrible at that too. Yeah, and so so I get into this thing. I'll do like 2 or 3 weeks consistently where I like as soon as this stream ends, I put in for my Monday show or my Saturday show. Just didn't last week, and it is what it is. All right, fantastic, Biggie Shack. If not, I'm gonna hold those to you, and when we connect, we'll get those to you, man. So they're yours. Don't worry. I'm not one who says, well, he doesn't want them. I'll hold them on. Hold them for you. Man alive. Sorry, guys. I'm dealing with a headache too, which lets me know that my sleep was terrible. So I feel like hopefully this stream is not going in the garbage tank fast. But yeah, so what are you looking forward to tonight for WrestleMania? Do you know what the day 1 card is?
No, I don't know anything. I have not been able to
watch wrestling. Yeah, it's pretty bad lately, huh?
I haven't been able to watch, or I haven't really been on my phone since starting the new job.
Yes,
So
that's right. Because
home,
when you worked, you were at a more relaxed environment.
I could be on there.
Where you worked, right?
Yeah. So I can't catch up, and then when I get home, I gotta do mom duties, and then I try to catch up, but then I'm like, I gotta go to sleep.
No, it's Instagram is at Fanboy Prime altogether. Altogether. In fact, let me see if I can.
Yeah, go check on your on your children.
Oh, that's another thing, and Ollie's really excited for that as well.
Ollie's a dad.
One of the
Come tell people.
One of the stray cats that we kind of feed.
Picked up.
Yeah, I picked her up from the Walmart Garden Center.
And we named her Wally.
We named her Wally.
Well, I mean, Fanboy Prime named her Wally.
It's all right. They all know my they all know my name right
well,
now.
let me give them your social security number while we're at it. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, so then we put that cat outside, and then she ended up getting.
Hopefully that link will work, Biggie. If it doesn't, but yeah, it's just Fanboy Prime altogether.
But yeah, she got knocked up. And then yesterday.
Wait, is that the first match or is that the main event of day one? Wow.
First match.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go on, go on. Talking about the cat?
Yeah, so yesterday I went to go throw the trash out before we were going to go drop off Ollie, and I said, hey, check on Wally.
Also, Biggie.
And then Ollie turns this little, what do you call it, like a crate? Not a crate.
It's like a storage thing. It's supposed to be, I don't even know, it could be indoor, but we flipped it upside down. My mom had used it where she lives for cat beds, and so we converted it to one over here. Just for them when it gets a little colder, like when it's absolutely cold. Like we live in South Texas, so it doesn't get like really, really drastic, except for like 2 years ago, and then once or twice this past year. Got some freezing temperatures. When that's the case, we'll try to better home them. Some can come inside. Some they
can't. We'll just give them a old blanket.
Well, no, they'll fend for themselves. They're stray cats, you know. Yeah, we'll try to help them out as much as possible.
So I told Ollie was like, Mom, she had her babies. And I thought he was lying because he's always trying to prank me. And I was like, shut up. You're lying.
Today's April 1st, right?
Yeah.
So we can prank each other? All right.
Yeah, so I told him, shut up, you're lying. So I get down on the ground, and sure enough, there were babies, and I sent them to Fanboy Prime. And
you thought there were only 3, but then there's 4. So Ollie's really excited about it. And I'm telling him right now, like, don't fall in love because we're giving away all 4 of them. Might give away the mom, too. But don't get excited. Your thoughts on Cena versus Theory? Like looking back, like so I was a Cena hater like all day. Cena hater all day. I hated that every pay-per-view I went through the John Cena heyday, I had to end the show with John Cena, you know, dun, dun, just playing and him celebrating. But like now that Cena's not here all the time, like I miss John Cena. Like I miss hating John Cena. It's the same way I feel about college football. Like I love when the U is good because then like I cheer them on, but then they get to this point where I hate them. Well, like Alabama right now. Like I'm an Alabama hater. Like I love to hate Alabama. At some point, there will come a point in time where they're not good anymore, and I'm gonna miss hating on Alabama. So I kind of miss hating on John Cena. I remember was it WrestleMania 30 the first time we heard the crowd sing John Cena sucks to his theme?
Yeah.
And like so like that's fun. Like just cheering along with like 60, 50 other thousand people. Of course, I don't know how much it was. Maybe it's 50-50, so 30,000. The John Cena sucks.
I don't know. We'll see how it goes because all I know is we're gonna see one of these.
Well, come on. You don't like that move?
No.
I thought John Cena had lost a step when he wrestled Roman Reigns at SummerSlam 2021. I wanted that shirt, that Super Mario Brothers 3 inspired shirt where they listed all 30 of his title reigns, but I did not want to pay for the overpriced NFT. So, yeah, man, we'll see. We'll see. It is good to see Cena back in a limited capacity, I guess. I can cheer on Austin Theory.
I would always say if our child is a John Cena fan, we'll disown him. And I told that to Ollie. I said, hey, Ollie, we said that me and your dad would always talk about if our son or if our child likes John Cena, we'll disown him. He's like, what? I like John Cena.
Yeah, don't ask about the dishes. Both of us missed the mark on that this week. So paper plates maybe in the future.
Especially today because it's wings. We're doing wings.
Oh, yeah, we're doing wings for WrestleMania.
And nachos.
So, Just Your Average Geeks asked, so any surprises, swerves you think it will happen for WrestleMania? I feel like Cody Rhodes is going to win, and I feel like it's going to kind of be because of Orton. And then automatically you have history there with Orton and Rhodes, so you can kind of segue into Roman Reigns could get a rematch or whatever, but then you can kind of segue into Rhodes versus Orton. How do I feel about Cody being the guy to dethrone Roman Reigns? I don't feel it. Like, what's crazy because I loved Cody Rhodes in AEW. I thought I loved this thing where like the crowd wanted him to go heel, but he refused to go heel, and so like he was making himself the biggest heel possible by doing that. his WWE work, I mean, I haven't seen enough of it. His match last year with Seth Rollins was fantastic at WrestleMania. I didn't see the two other matches, the two rematches. So I don't know.
don't see him as this great like I don't think it was a big deal that he came back to WWE.
Oh, Cody, like
yeah, like I don't see it.
Well, I mean, and part of them like promoting Cody Rhodes is like, hey, look, AEW guys, you come here, you can headline WrestleMania. I know that is part of it. So I don't know.
He's just not the guy.
I miss the days of NXT messing with Cena. That was a good time. Oh man, so like
Nexus is what you're talking about?
Oh, was it Nexus or was it like
the days of NXT messing with Cena? I think it's Nexus.
Well, I loved when Kevin Owens came up as the NXT champion and then called out John Cena. We were there in Corpus. We were there in Corpus Christi, Texas, where when the Elimination Chamber returned. We had two Elimination Chamber matches that night. Neither one of them was like an all-timer. I think one was for the Intercontinental title, and then one was a tag team one.
Wait. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm thinking.
Well, yeah, we did. Our main
event was Seth
Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. Like when I was a huge Dean Ambrose guy, like
me too.
And it's just like since that night, it seems like it's gone downhill. Like I'm not a big Mox guy. Like I just think his stuff in the ring doesn't look real enough.
He plays a tough guy.
He plays a tough guy. He's not a tough guy. Gotcha. That is your criticism of him. But that night we saw John Cena versus Kevin Owens, and it was just another one of those where like the crowd was on point, and just to be there, it's one of my favorite matches that I've seen live. Theory is a Tekken fan. I didn't know that. I did not know that. So Theory's cool. I like Austin Theory.
I watched what was that thing that was on the Viceland where you could watch like
they were touring the Indies or something like that?
Yeah, that's where I mean I knew about him because of what was the promotion that he was for?
I don't know. I don't know much about his background. I just know that I liked his NXT stuff. I like his WWE main roster stuff. I hated the idea of him cashing in to wrestle for the US title. I thought that kind of like demeans him, makes him look smaller. I thought they should have gone with him doing something with Roman, even upsetting him. I would have been cool with that.
Evolve.
Turtle has been my only pet as part of the childhood Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle craze. I remember turtles being sold in corners in my neighborhood. Yeah, that's crazy, right?
We had a turtle. No, we had two turtles. We had a backyard turtle when we lived in El Paso, and then he just stayed around.
Was it a turtle or was it a tortoise? Because El Paso's pretty dry.
I don't remember. I was a kid. But then we had a little one, and then my brother swears my friend killed it.
Remember when my younger brother, when we were living with my mom when we first moved back down here? Shelly, the turtle's name Shelly. She got trapped in her somewhere, and so
was it upside? She was upside down.
Well, she had a little plaything, and she would go in there and constantly, and so like I don't know, unless she just ate something bad that one day. But yeah, we found her, had to bury her. Felt bad about that. That turtle was cool. I also missed a streak and quit watching when they gave it away to Lesnar. We were at that WrestleMania also. That was the first WrestleMania.
That was my first WrestleMania. I remember that so well. We were watching it. It was like it was kind of not slow, but I guess slow, whatever. And then like we're talking or whatever.
So I remember turning to Lady Prime and I'm like, man, the crowd's just not into this match because they know that Lesnar's not going to win. They know Lesnar's not going to win this match. Like they just didn't do anything to make us believe that Lesnar was going to win this match. Cut to like 10 minutes later, Lesnar gets the pin, and like if I thought it was quiet before, like that is the most silent.
It was like crickets. Like, wait, did we just?
There's like what was it, 60,000, 70,000 other people there in that building, and it was just like the most awkward feeling I've ever felt at a venue that anywhere where there was that many people around. Just completely threw the crowd off.
Yeah. We were all confused, and we just looked at each other, and I was just like, "What? Like, what happened?"
No problem, Phil.
And then of course Undertaker being the reason why I got into wrestling.
Cool. I'll have to check that. I'm gonna go back and look that up.
And then my first WrestleMania, seeing him lose the streak, it was just like, I don't know.
See, and she messed up because we started
Oh
dating
my
the first time
goodness.
around. The first time around we started dating was before WrestleMania 26, and had she still not done some things she did, she could have gone with me and my cousin to WrestleMania 26 and seen the rematch of Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels in Phoenix. So, and I went to that WrestleMania specifically for that match because I also went to WrestleMania 25 and saw Shawn and Undertaker kill it at Reliant Stadium. Greatest match I've ever seen on TV and in person. And so I wanted to see the rematch. And
You know what? He's gonna say that, like he's gonna put that on his gravestone if he like.
no, our joint gravestone, like here, lays Fanboy Prime, here lays Lady Prime, and then like it's gonna be like a comic, word bubble, the points spread out and the word bubble, and it's like she could have gone with me to WrestleMania 26, but
you know what?
she played games.
But you know what? You didn't see Shawn's last match.
I know that's so. I like when he came back to wrestle and wherever.
You and your cousin.
Yeah, I know. But then someone like posted in the comments or whatever I was talking about it. At least we saw the last match when Shawn had hair. So, but
Leave
yeah,
Shawn alone.
yeah, that ticked me off that he came back for that. So I'm gonna go back and go check that out. That's pretty cool.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
okay, yeah.
Okay, so sorry I skipped that while you were reading that. Cody was fun in AEW, but this run they're practically saying he's going to win. The only way it'll be interesting if he loses to Reigns.
Like he's almost there. Like he's that close to possibly.
Well, hey, what if because
I don't
supposedly Roman Reigns is supposed to take time off. So what if he takes time off while he's still champion? Orton upsets Cody. Orton costs Cody the title, and then there you go. I don't know. I'm not sure. The look back point. Okay. Joint gravestone because joint gravestone because he's taking you with her. No, she's taking me.
Mhm.
Oh, that's what he said because she's taking. Oh, yes. Yeah, I read that wrong. So
He's
yes,
not going nowhere.
I've come to the conclusion for the longest time when we were married.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
No. I was like 100% sure I was going to outlive you. I was like 100% sure. You
Because, well, I was gonna say
you did some hard living early.
I
early
did.
on.
I really did. You guys don't even know. Like, okay, our son is 8 right now. I was doing bad stuff at 8. Consuming substances I should not have been consuming, but when you don't have a 2-parent household and you have a single mom and you just get to do what you want, and I mean there's other stuff laid on top of that.
Let me get the laundry basket. Someone's just airing all
when you want to, you're 8 years old, you have so many feelings, and but you're not allowed to express your feelings. You want to numb yourself, so
at 8, man alive. But anyways,
yeah,
she did a lot of hard living from 8 to 18.
No,
for 8 to 21.
20. The last time I ever drank was October 31st of 2010.
10.
Yep, that was the last time I drank, and it was literally one of those benders. Like I went out, we bar hop from place to place, and drinking, and if you guys drink, you guys know, like, why did I do that the next day? I'm never gonna do this again. Literally, that was it, and I was done. That was done.
How many different guys' house did you wake up that bitch?
I wish I could remember. I they didn't have social media, wasn't popular then, so I don't have no.
You didn't have a Facebook back then.
No, I just still have my MySpace, but yeah.
I'm watching a short about him explaining how he got his name, and theory rhymes with theory rhymes with Fury, but he calls him Brandon Fury. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I think I've seen that now that I think about it. So that's awesome. Look at that. Your story chased off some of the viewers. We're down to
They're like, I don't want to hear your sad story.
That's funny if he calls him Brandon because my brother is Austin and here I am, Brandon. So the links. No, yeah, I got you. So yeah, watch the short about him later got his name. Theory rhymes with Fury, but he calls him Brandon Theory. So Brandon Fury. So awesome. Okay. I don't know, man. I thought it was really cool. course, I hated the WrestleMania they did during the pandemic, 36. But I thought it was cool that here he is, like he's in his WWE rookie year or NXT. He called up
It was a tag team match,
tag
right?
team match. Yeah, I thought it was really cool that Austin Theory was the one chosen for that. So I mean, he's got that as part of his story, his legacy to tell. So alcohol is great when you're young, but it's later years you just can't handle it. Well, she was still young. That was 21. But yeah.
And then when I turned 21 and it was legal for me, it was just like just a regular day for me.
It lost some of the. Oh yeah, got you.
Yeah.
We got married when you were 22, so that was your 22nd birthday. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was. I forgot.
The first time around we dated was on your 21st birthday. Yeah. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So here I was, 10 hours away, hearing about all your exploits around downtown San Antonio. I mean El Paso.
And oh, you know what? I do have proof that CD. Remember, my aunt made that, and she put all the pictures from that night.
Oh yeah. You have proof of what?
I'll tell them. I don't care.
No, proof of what are you talking about?
That dancer.
Oh yeah. That's right. You got a lap dance for your birthday.
I didn't get a lap dance. The picture literally is far worse than what really happened. It was out in the parking lot. It was not like
public sex. Oh my gosh.
It was not public sex. People's clothes were on.
Anyway, so yeah. Oh man alive. So yeah, well, hey man, fantastic stream. May end it early. Just man, I'm so out of it, guys. I apologize. Like I'm dealing with. I probably shouldn't be wearing this hat. Every time I put a hat on, like when I have a headache, it just amplifies it. And I don't know why I put a hat on. I think I was thinking that my hair didn't look good this morning.
what hair?
I know
your eyebrow hair is a little crazy.
My bushy eyebrows that sometimes they look like Wolverine's claws. They're sticking out.
And then I have to pluck one, but that's another story. Or I should do. You know what? If like you guys have.
No, it was a dude. It
wasn't a girl. No, it was some dude we met, or that knew my aunt. And then it was just one of those things like, it's her birthday.
Now, let me stress this. Her aunt is her mom's youngest sister. So like her and her aunt are closer in age than you would think. Like most time you think aunt, like 20, 30 years, whatever difference.
She's the same age as you. Or
I think she might even be a little younger than me.
Might be, but they're
so when she goes out with her aunt, they're living it up. They're living it. Or her aunt was either 30 or under 30, like 29, 30. Yeah. So.
But it really wasn't that exciting. It was just like, it's her birthday. And then the guy who was a stripper, he's no longer alive, I've heard. He was like, oh, okay. Then he like, I'm sitting there on a car, and then he just
whose car? Up. They don't even know.
I don't know whose car it was. But then he backs up into me. My aunt has the camera. She's ready to snap pictures, and like he lift up his shirt, and I'm just like in the picture. You see me like I'm like this, and I'm not like all up on it like.
Yeah. So I had just gotten out of church when I saw that photo, and. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Such a lot. No, but when he saw it, he's like, really, Leah? Really? As he's looking at the laptop. My old laptop.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. I like to guilt her. I like to gaslight, and I like to I'm toxic. I like to
He is. He gaslights me. He's toxic.
I like to ghost her, even though we're married. And
he does. Like I'll be like, hey, did you get my text? What text? He did that to me yesterday.
No, you sent me that text. Oh yeah, okay. So she's sending me a text that she's probably gonna get off early, and but I didn't respond. I was playing Elden Ring because I couldn't sleep, and so then she's like, "Did you get my last text?" And so I'm like, "Oh, this one," and I like do 2 or 3 texts that were before that. I'll just mess with you, you know. I can't make it easy on you.
Yeah, or I try to go like in for like a hug. Show affection. He's like,
no. That yes. Here we go. You guys don't even know you're our what is this? Our marriage counselor. Yeah. So I was doing something for work on my phone, and so when she first did that, I stepped away, like just quietly stepped away because like I didn't want to be rude or, I didn't want to say anything that would offend her. It was just like I was doing something for work real quick on my phone. Then she came back again. I'm like, dude, what's your problem? Like I went from 0 to like 100. What's your problem? I'm doing something for work. Get away.
So work's a priority over me.
Yes, at that point it was because I would have forgot. I had already forgot. It was something I was supposed to have taken care of like 12 hours before that or 8 hours before that, somewhere in that time frame.
Bro,
so.
you could have been like, give me a minute. You give me nothing. All you do is you back up. So I'm figuring you're messing with me. See, here's the thing about him. I don't know when he's messing with me. I'm being serious.
I've gotten so good at messing with her that like even I lose track if I'm messing with her, if I'm mad at her.
Oh, I haven't even told y'all about, or he hasn't even told you about the roaches. The fake roaches. Tell him about how you first started doing it.
So years ago, I think it was at church. We were playing a game, and I won a bag of fake roaches, and she's like, and the guy who gave it to me, he's like, "Oh, mess with your wife with these." And so then I used to just lay them around the apartment in random spots, just laying around the apartment in random spots, and then it would throw me when I hear ah, and then it became babe, like so mad, and then she threw those away. So then a few years ago, maybe a year or two ago, I'm shopping at the grocery store, and in the Halloween section, as part of your Halloween decorations, was a bag of roaches and centipedes. I was like, I'm throwing the centipedes away. So now, like, I'll put these I wash it off before I do it, and I'll put it like in her coffee grind, in the sugar.
The sugar. He's put it in in the K cup for the Keurig. He's put them on.
I put one in your wallet.
Oh my!
So you were at the
One
store.
time, I was at a restaurant. I was on my break. I was gonna get some food, and then I'm getting my wallet out, getting ready to pay, and I go like this. I'm like, ooh! I didn't want to scream in public, and then I text him. I was like, I hate you. Like he knows when I text, I hate you, or I can't stand you. He knows he got me somehow. And
so then when you said that, I hate you, I was like, fine, we'll get it to But I knew that it was about the roach.
No, you forgot.
Oh, did I? Oh,
Yeah,
so I must have put that one in a few days beforehand then.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I think I was doing a video at the time and you texted me. I don't know. Yeah, so it's all fun and games. It's all fun and games.
There was one day, I think he did it like 6 times to me. 6 times in a row to me.
I do remember that. All right, guys. So this stream went downhill fast. You guys got to hear us air our dirty laundry. You got to hear Lady Prime confess all of her faults. No, she didn't. That was just like the tip of the paper. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys showing up.
Will be coming out in 2026.
You were writing a memoir when we first got together. Guys, I appreciate you guys showing up and hanging out this morning. I apologize for being on my end. I just am out of it. But thanks, guys.
Caffeine.
Probably. I need caffeine and I need to eat breakfast. I will see you guys at Breakfast with Brian. I'll let you guys go. Let's do what we need to do, and then we'll all hang out there. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. And Ollie James is going to send you out. Have a good one, guys.
Video. Say thank you for watching. Subscribe.
Bye.
Say
Bye.